this bishop that Moretti mentioned?
Damien Bishop, the man who found the cure. A vaccination to make 6115 victims human again.
A cure? Did it work?
It should have. Something was blocking it. Bishop had this theory. He believed somewhere there was an undead brain. A single creature controlling them as a collective hive. He believed that it somehow blocked the cure. We met him in 2065 when he made the breakthrough. News traveled fast. He and a few others were kidnapped in Ethiopia. It was a joint op with Taylor's team. We were to extract Bishop from a base overrun by the dead. With the dead crawling all over, we needed a distraction. Something to keep the flesh eaters occupied so we could grab Bishop. We weren't dead killers yet, so we had to be a little more creative. And lucky for us, there were plenty of NRC birds in the sky, and the NRC's dead system still worked. Laser cannons built to auto-target any hostile aircraft.
So you created the diversion.
And Taylor's team prepped extraction. Unfortunately, it seemed our cover wouldn't last as long as we hoped. The remaining NRC noticed the radio silence from air traffic control, and it sent soldiers to investigate. Command set exfil for a satellite station off base. We reset the dead system to target one of the automated planes circling above. Turns out the undead have a thing for giant explosions, like moths drawn to a porch lamp. And all we had to do was turn on the lights. Unfortunately, we couldn't exactly control the landing. Hendricks alerted Taylor the bird was down and the diversion in play. We took out the NRC and moved. Bishop was being held underground in the security station across the tarmac.
أجل ما لعبناها المهمة ذي.
كلنا ما لعبناها أصلا.
أو هذا وقت التدريب اللي قالوا لنا نتدرب أول شيء.
لا هذا أعرفها أنا. ما ودي أحرق عليك. لعبة هذه فين؟ الطريق يا كابتن. وش بدك هنا؟
Hendricks ordered weapons down. The base was crawling with NRC soldiers and undead. No need to draw anymore. We crossed the tarmac. The tunnel ahead led to the security station.
تو عنده.
بيطلع.
أنا خلاص. تروح يطلع. لا إله إلا الله.
معضل يا رجال دفنا.
أمريكي قوي. امشي بسرعة.
والله يا هو تمشى. شو قاعد يسوي؟
Hendricks took out the guards. I hacked into the system to find Bishop.
Why were there NRC still
شغلت
at the
الكاميرات.
base? It was being overrun.
They needed the cure. They kidnapped Bishop's whole team
انت
and
بعد
would do whatever it took
Hmm?
to get their hands on it.
تقول حتى انت بعد تسويه.
They'd torture these researchers till the dead broke down the door and ripped them all to shreds if it meant they could save their people. It wasn't personal. It was self-preservation. With the secret out about Bishop's discovery, he'd become the most wanted man in the world. The NRC were just the first to grab him. It was every country for itself. Why do you think we were there? The Winslow Accord wanted the same thing the NRC did.
كل هذا
You
هاك.
can't rationalize anything when you're put up against the wall.
Nothing about this was rational. It was instinctual, animalistic, survival.
يا رجل ما صار هكذا.
He had been escorted to an interrogation room. We had to hurry. Behind us was an undead army. Once one got a whiff, the others would come running.
صح القدح اول واحد يطلع هو.
عندي
سوي ذا عندك.
نتفني كذا. خويي ساحب عليه وطيرني. خويي وين؟
طويل النايم تحت.
وين هو؟ فتح الباب. تعال.
فين؟ شيله. سوي انت.
Hendricks told Bishop who we were and that we had to move, but Bishop refused to leave without the other researchers, his friends. Our instructions were specific.
Bishop.
Was our
هو
priority.
ماشي لما يجي صديقه.
We didn't like it,
امشي
but Bishop refused to leave without them.
امشي.
Sounds like you were taking an awful risk.
He said for the cure to work, he needed them. They weren't expendable. Technically, we were.
In a way, you and the NRC were not so different in what you wanted and how far you were willing to go.
Our method was different. Our reasoning was
هذا
not.
خويه.
No one wants to sacrifice themselves to save the world.
قليل بعد.
But you like to think if the moment came, you'd have
قليل.
it in you.
اخر يا خليل.
Who was inside the cell?
Lieutenant Zayed Khalil, member of the Egyptian army. Back in '65, he was a guard assigned to Bishop's research station. This was how we met. Hendricks cut him down and notified Taylor we were freeing the other hostages. Taylor said we didn't have the time. The base was swarming with additional NRC forces. They weren't letting their prize go that easily. There was a tunnel full of hostile soldiers between us and our exit. A cargo elevator ahead was the only way to the surface. No telling how close the dead were behind us.
الرعب. لا الدرع ما بشينا، الدرع ما بشينا.
ليه؟
ليش تحت؟ بسرعة. ما يحتاج درعمة، شوي شوي نمشي.
ايوه.
جت من فوق.
No way.
قم تحتنا، قم هج. حطوا فلاشات ها. يا عمر.
كم بس كم.
برافو.
تعال اركب اركب اركب.
وين وصلون ذولا؟ وين خوينا؟
انتظرونا.
معه مسلحة.
بعد.
تو يوصل. قاعد ظل القائد خرا.
The remaining NRC forces were waiting for us above. They weren't about to let their prize prisoner go. If it meant getting the cure and saving their families, they were willing to die for it. And they weren't the only ones.
يا قائد خلي فوق.
We'd never seen dead killers in action before. To us, it was a spectacle. To them, it was just another day in the life. Wait a minute.
Do not be deceived by his lies. Remember your past. Remember when you first met John
هذا
Taylor.
تايلور شلون جاء؟
Remember the truth.
قاعد.
Wait, this is wrong. This can't be
جمعت
real.
الشلة كلها.
I told you I met Taylor in Zurich during the 2065 Qatarist uprising.
طيب تحرك يا
After
كابتن.
I became a dead
ما
killer.
تحسه قفل الباب علينا؟
ايه
Here I
تشوفه.
am with Taylor. And my limbs haven't been replaced yet. I'm still human. Why did you tell me that the first time I met Taylor was Zurich?
Focus. You need to complete
تعال
this
تعال
memory.
خذامه.
What was Taylor's plan?
بلس.
We were still on for exfil. But first we had to blow the bridge. We followed Diaz.
بوبريج.
Both undead and NRC forces were converging on our position.
عمر وراك. حطوا فلاشات. بلشت
فجرتها. امشي هناك. امشي هناك. وينك؟
باخذ امو همداني. واحد زحف بحث. طيب بحث بس حلو. فجر فيني ذا وراك.
احد قال لك خل اللي قريب عنا.
بعيد عنه. شوف خوي ايش يسوي. ركب هاك ذا. ما يجي شيء.
وين طيب ذا؟
Paul grabbed us after the hangar. She was to take us to Moretti, so we could blow the bridge.
فتح الباب يلا.
هلا بالخلاط هلا بالخلاط. عندك واقف.
شوف السلاح هذا وش؟
جن شوت جن. وين رايح يا كابتن؟
ما ادري.
معاك انا معاك تحت يبدو. لا زين على اخر لحظة.
يلا بفجر هذه السيارة. فجرتها.
After the bridge, we were forced inside a comm center. Moretti took point. The rendezvous with Taylor was an APC garage just ahead.
واحد ايش ما فيه؟
قلت الغضب.
توي الغضب. سلاحي. عقدت من ورا. وش ذا؟ ممكن تموت. وش الاسطوري ذا؟
ليه؟
ليش شو السالفة؟ قنابل.
عشان الباب وراه بينه وبينه.
اروح. سالفة.
ادري.
We could hear the undead screaming towards us.
وين رايح انت في قدامك؟
A robot horde was moving in.
ادري ايش السالفة هنا في شيء احمر.
كفر يلا لازم نسوي له كفر ذا بتاع. فتح الباب. تعال تعال يا كابتن.
يلا
were forced into the garage. What happened
ما
there?
اقدر اركب ليش؟
Hendricks wanted to go back and get the other hostages. Taylor said Bishop was priority.
هلا
After
بالعيال.
all, he had the cure. The rest were just collateral.
طيب وحنا؟
What did Taylor do?
He volunteered to take his team to get the others. We were to take Khalil and Bishop to exfil.
وراك انبطحت.
We got on the APC. Bishop was the most important man in the world right now. We had to get him to exfil if it killed us.
ايوه جاء القائد. شوف هنا.
طيب انا محشور الحين ما اقدر اتحرك. ايوه تبدا تتحرك. بس العلقه الكبار مره ثانيه. فاضي.
روح على اليسار.
واتخبط. تمشي عكس.
هلا بالعيال.
فكر.
كفو.
روح الزومبي.
خلاص.
طيارة طيحة. وين رايح ذا؟ يا كابتن.
ديور بر ذا.
نبي ذا.
The
شلون؟
APC stalled out. Hendricks needed a minute to get going. The undead robots.
وش عندك قدام؟ وش هذول جايين؟ يلا هناك. يلا وفر.
سيارة توقع.
وين يبي لا
We came
لا
in
لا لا
fast.
لا.
The APC spun out and crashed. Hendricks moved Bishop into position. The drone evac was inbound.
سواقك
Once
الربع.
secured
السواق
in the drop pod,
زق.
it would return to collect.
سواق غبي.
We just needed
شلون؟
to hold back the horde.
نزلون السيارة.
يلا. في شيء دمج تعال. ما افتح الباب.
نحميها.
طيب افتح الباب الحين كيف ندخل؟
في واحد اللي فوق ذاك.
شوف الزوم. ريلود.
طيب ليه ذا حاشرنا؟ بس هم الثلاثة وحنا.
نبي نركب.
كابتن.
What happened?
Airspace was compromised. They had to pull out. Bishop was priority.
السحبة.
I heard Taylor. He was inbound and told us to hang on.
ايش اللي صار؟
No. I can't do this. I can't live this again. No. Please.
I am sorry.
لا احلفي.
You must.
No, please.
If you wish to defeat Deimos, you must. To save the world, you must relive this.
I should have died. I felt myself fade. It was over. day I met Chauncey. That was the day I became a dead killer.